Good day, everyone. Welcome to Virtual Concert Hall's live programs. I'm Anna Uspinskaya, and I'm hosting today's auditions programs. The Virtual Concert Hall's channels are dedicated to inviting artists from all different walks of life and different countries, and providing this experience of live performance through virtual stage to the dear audiences around the globe. This whole weekend and through Monday and Tuesday, we are presenting very exciting conglomerate of events. These are auditions for musicians to perform their pieces, and these are concertos and solos and all kinds of various styles of pieces at the Laureates Gala concerts, which are being organized at the Weill Recital Hall at Carnegie Hall in New York City. So musicians are joining those auditions and performing live from their own locations. They're seeking the guidance and comments from the judges. The judges are joining us also live, again from different parts of the world, and sharing their expertise and their recommendations with the artists right after their performances. Stay with us and hear those interactions between seasoned musicians and those who are applying for the opportunity to perform at the Carnegie Hall. So auditionees from different parts of the world. We had musicians coming in from Vietnam and from Kazakhstan, from China, from United States, from Belgium, France, from Canada, you name the country, and we've had musicians from the country likely joining us today. The Sound Espressivo competition is one of the organizers of these auditions. It's online, live-streamed competition which combines competitive environment with a live performance on virtual stage experience. Progressive Musicians is a core organizer of those auditions, and it's focused on organizing various events and concerts at prestigious venues like Carnegie Hall. Virtual Concert Halls is your internet TV broadcaster. It's the company which created this system and is providing artists with a virtual stage and ability in a new environment and with a new, most advanced tech to reach the audiences beyond the walls of the conventional concert halls. These auditions are designed to encourage, to nurture, and reward musicians who are proactive at sharing their art and seeking new venues, new opportunities for developing their careers. Sound Espressivo and progressive musicians together are creating these opportunities for musicians to discover their unique artistic voice so that they can take initiative to present themselves on their own terms. The judges are coming from different music schools, from different styles and backgrounds. Please visit the Sound Espressivo website and click on the Judges tab in there to see prominent artists joining their efforts together in providing those comments and adjudication and helping musicians grow. We also are very grateful to many supporters of these efforts, one of who is the iClassical Academy, which is adding their resources to ours and providing recognition awards to musicians. iClassical Academy is based in Switzerland, and they are providing musicians with incredible resources of their library, music courses, master classes, lectures, and on topics of artistry, technique, and career development. Please check them out. This is a great resource for all musicians who are aspiring to grow their careers and their skills. And we are very grateful to James Adler and Adler Oaks Music Library for providing this very unique and unusual award. The audience favorite award will go to the musician who receives the most of the votes from the audience. The award is designed to encourage musicians to reach out to their support groups and to build, nurture, and grow their audience. We are also very grateful to Steve Robinson, a prominent radio producer and promoter of classical music, who created many programs dedicated to classical music, and his radio programs are being replayed for decades all over the world, from Australia to US to Europe and to Asia. Steve Robinson will be interviewing laureates, winners of these auditions, before they perform on Carnegie Hall stage, and giving musicians an opportunity to share their aspirations and share themselves, to make more close, intimate connection with their audience as people. And let's take a very quick look at the schedule. Right now, we will be presenting pianists in the group 6A. These are recitalists who are applying to auditioning to perform solo piano works during one of the Carnegie Laureate galas. We have an upcoming gala in June and more scheduled for the 23-24 concert season. So the group 6A and the next one after, 6B, is dedicated to pianists. And since we have all pianists probably glued to the screens, eager to hear the wonderful piano auditionees, I'd like also to attract your attention to the next upcoming auditions, the Prominent Pianist Festival. The auditions are coming up and the applications will be closing in about a week. So please check it out and see if that is something you might be interested in.
Progressive Musicians is a proud sponsor of the New York State Music Teachers Association's very first International Prominent Pianists Festival, open to pianists of all levels locally and internationally. Perform on our live Winners Recital in person at Buffalo's Penny Birchfield Auditorium, or by remote if you can't join us in person. Top prizes will include an opportunity to perform at Carnegie Hall next season. Don't miss your opportunity to improve your skills and to give performances on world-renowned stages.
And now I would like to welcome on our virtual stage a veteran judge, a wonderful pianist from France, Auguste Antonov, who has been with us for 3 years now, adjudicating and helping us grow and helping artists who step on these virtual stages take out something very useful for their growth. Auguste, it's a great pleasure to have you back. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good day, Anna. Nice to see you. Good day, everyone in the back. Thank you for all you do, and I'm looking forward to listening to some great talent.
Thank you. And I also would like to welcome James Welch to join us. James is the director of the Progressive Musicians and the musician who is providing this opportunity for musicians to play at Carnegie Hall. Thank you for your hard work and for joining us today.
Thank you, Anna, and thank you as well for being my other half on this whole production, and for your hard work and for being here today. Yeah, it's always a pleasure.
Wonderful. And we are ready to start. We have musicians already tech-checked, and I want to thank our team of virtual concert halls producers and show directors and broadcast engineers who had been working for the past 2 weeks with every one of the artists who will be joining these auditions. Thank you very much. And I see that we are all fired up and ready to start auditioning. We'll be inviting on stage the first pianist of this group from United States, Maggie Chen, who will be performing MacDowell Witch's Dance, Opus 17, number 2. Welcome. The stage is all yours. Okay, we had a little bit of a change. It looked at first like Jia Li was needed a bit extra help with the tech, but it looks like that was all completed. So we'll go by the announced order, and the first pianist joining us will be Jia Li, pianist from United States, performing Chopin Nocturne and Mozart Piano Sonata. Welcome on stage.
Bravo! It's such an exciting performance.
Yeah, wonderful performance. And I love that happy, energetic end to it. So beautiful. Thank you very much, Jia, for bringing this very different pieces, and you really played them so differently. Okay, Mr. Antonov?
Good day,
Monsieur.
Jia Li. Hey, Anna, thank you very much. Good day, Jia Li. Nice playing, very well done. I definitely like it very much the way you played both pieces. Now, with that said, I'm going to make a few comments. We're going to start by the Mozart. The Mozart, definitely well played, technically, rhythmically, it's all there. Be careful with the voicing. Sometimes we lose the important voice. To give you an example, sometimes we tend to hear more of the left hand where we need to hear the right hand. So be careful with that. Also be careful with your pedal. You have tendency to put a bit too much pedal for my taste on the Mozart. So be careful with that. But the Mozart, yeah, it was definitely a wonderful job. As far as the Chopin goes, definitely you know the piece, it's well played. To me, there's just too much, a bit too much rubato where it shouldn't be. We're lacking big phrases. If you understand what I'm saying, we're lacking. Really, you should really play it by the measure, maybe by two measures, long phrases. Rubato in Chopin is very good, but it has to be specific to certain spots. It's not all the time, because otherwise you're cutting the melody, if that makes sense. And as far as the pedal goes, be careful. The pedal in Chopin is very specific. So you have to really be careful when you change it as far as the pedal and the bass. But otherwise, no, it's very good. It's a great job. Thank you for playing. Hope to see you in the future.
Wonderful, very helpful comments, August. Thank you for sharing it. And James, would you like to add something?
Sure. Very, very nice performance. I enjoyed hearing you play, and yes, I agree. With the pedaling and just the rubato. You want to be sure that you're playing to the bigger phrase and not just like the smaller sub phrases and bits. And then I think that'll take care of a lot of the rubato questions and all that. It's really it's so easy to get enamored with every note of Chopin because his writing's just so beautiful, and you just want to hug and love and kiss every single note. But we can't always do that. But either way, I really enjoyed hearing you play, and I look forward to hearing what's to come.
Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jia Li, for opening this group with such a beautiful performance. And we'll be. Do you have any questions for the judges? Jia?
No.
All right. That's
No.
okay. Okay, if you think of any questions, write a message to us. We are always very happy to continue communicating with you after those auditions. Thank you again, and we will be inviting on stage the next pianist, also from the United States, Maggie Chen, performing MacDowell Witch's Dance, Opus 17, number 2. The virtual stage is all yours. Take it away.
Wow.
Wow, what a beautiful performance. Wonderful. Bra. What a elegant, great performance of the dance. You made me dance in my seat. Okay. Afguz, to you.
Yes, hello Maggie, nice to meet you. Thank you for playing for us. Definitely very well played. I loved it. Great job. Congratulations to you and your teacher because it's very well played. Just a couple of comments that I will make, not really related to the music, but related to you and the way you play and the way you sit. To me, and again, we are many people who can agree to disagree, but to me, you're moving way too much. Be more relaxed, lower your shoulders, and be more queen-like, if you understand the expression. Some less movement. You're doing way too much movement of the arms. Less movement. Let the music speak. Let speak for itself. This is a great job. Very good. I'm looking forward to hearing you in the future. So thank you very much.
Wonderful. James, would you like to add something?
Yeah. Bravo. It is really great to hear you play again. You've really come a long way since the last time I heard you, about a year ago, maybe a little more than that now. And, it's just great to, hear when people just work really hard like you do and make a lot of improvements. And you have a wonderful teacher as well. And congratulations.
Yes, I wanted to also mention that no artist comes out of nowhere. Takes a village, if not a whole city, to raise and sharpen any talent. So really, really wonderful congratulations to your great teacher, Jia. And do you have any questions? No. Okay. So then please take the comments from the judges to your studio with your teacher and see which of those suggestions you would like to try out now or later. And thank you very much. We will be inviting on stage the next performer. And I'm just reminding everyone who is watching, this is Group 6A of the Carnegie Laureate Gala Auditions. And this group is dedicated to solo pianists who are auditioning to perform solo pieces on this renowned stage in one of the gala concerts which we are producing at Carnegie Hall. So the next pianist is also from the United States, Kristina Henckel and Amanda Virelle, a piano duo. The stage is all yours. Take it away.
Bravo.
This is beautiful piano duo. Piano duo is one of the most unforgiving things to do because we want to sing the instrument and yet we have such a precise beginning of the note. And you really made that white beast sound like it's singing beautiful. And now to the judges. August.
Good day. Nice to meet you, ladies. Thank you for playing for us. First of all, I have to say this. You guys play wonderfully together. One can see you enjoy playing together. And that's very important when we're doing four hands or even two pianos. So that's my first comment. One can see you enjoy each other. So that's great. The performance was very good. Wonderful performance. A few comments I'm gonna make, and it's a personal taste probably. To me, it lacks a bit of balance between both sides. Often we would hear too much of right hand of Miss Henckel and not enough of the rest. And to me, that's a bit of an issue. We need to hear we need to have a better voicing for the voicing to be more connected, more grandiose, if that makes sense. We would hear too much of the right hand of Miss Henckel specifically. And on the other side, balance-wise still, I would have preferred to hear a bit more of Miss Virelle's side as well, to balance it a bit more. That would have made it even better. But again, it's a personal opinion. We can agree to disagree, but it's definitely well played. Thank you for joining us. Looking forward to hearing you in the future.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. James, would you like to add something?
Sure. Yeah, thank you for bringing this wonderful piece to our stage. I learned this way back when, and and had a good time learning it with my duet partner. But learned it well enough to know that it's not the easiest thing to put together. I closed my eyes a few times and I could have swore that just one person was playing though. So the two of you played together very well, and it was very enjoyable. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you very much for working on those impossibly long phrases of Rachmaninoff. And I want to second August Antonov's comment to treat Rachmaninoff's music as polyphonic music, because that's what it is, even though it's so pianistic, but there's a lot of lurking polyphony underneath, undercurrent polyphony in there. So thank you so much for beautiful playing and for bringing this piece during the 150th year of the composer. So
that's right.
Yes.
Yep. 150
that.
years. Yeah, we've been. It's been a whole season of Rachmaninoff concertos, sonatas, and everything. So
yeah, it's such a joy to hear the Barcarolle.
We'll have to join that celebration.
Yeah, we definitely will.
Yeah.
Looking forward. We will have auditions in the next season dedicated to Rachmaninoff's 150th / 80th anniversary. He lived exactly 70 years. So, Kristina, Amanda, do you have any questions?
No, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you both.
Thank you both.
Yeah, thank you both, and thank you for that beautiful white piano. Let's have it on screen one more time in its full beauty. And I appreciate very much you making contrasting appearance to that piano with your black dresses and white sleeves. That was very elegant. It's very important for musicians to take into consideration the visual presentation too. And you ladies did a beautiful job with that.
Yeah, another contribution to our next fashion show. We were talking about that on one of the other broadcasts.
Hey, that's an idea for our next board meeting, board of advisors. Okay.
We have a concert and fashion show all in one.
Yeah, well, that's part of visual representation is a big part of it, and we can ignore it or we can make it work for us, and you certainly did the second. So thank you so much, and we'll be inviting on stage our next performer, a pianist from Canada, Antian Jiang, and it's a great pleasure to see you joining one of those auditions again. We are big fans of Antian and watching her grow. And in fact, she was a laureate of the Sound Espressivo competition, and will be presenting her laureate recital next week. It's already scheduled. Please check the channels and the website for announcements, and don't miss it. So Antian Jiang will be joining us from Canada and performing Liszt Etude number 3 in G sharp minor, La Campanella. Stage is all yours.
Okay.
Bravo, bravo.
Bravo.
Wow. Antian, I'm from a woman pianist to the woman pianist. I am really, really encouraged by your courageous approach to playing those manly pieces. And you can do it so well. Bravo, bravo to you. Wonderful job. To the judges.
Hello. Okay. Good day. Nice to see you again. Thank you for joining us. Look, this is wonderful. Great job. Definitely one of the toughest pieces in the repertoire, and you're playing it wonderful. Just one small comment related to your playing, and that's the type of comment that I make to everyone, every master class, every lesson that I give. Breathe with your mouth. You breathing with your mouth instead of the nose just will allow you to relax even more, and it will allow you to feel even more at home in the piece that you're playing. We tend, and you're not the only one, many are doing it, we tend to tense and breathe with just the nose. But if you think about it, with the piano, it's like a sport. If you run or if you swim, you're gonna breathe with your mouth. Same thing here. Just, it's gonna help you to relax and give you even more freedom to express what you want to express. That's the only thing I'm gonna say to you, because everything else was very well done. Congrats to you and to your teacher.
Yes, congrats to your teacher as well. To raise a talent to those heights takes quite a phenomenal teacher, and you work so well with your teacher. Antian, you're a fabulous artist. James, would you like to add something?
Sure. Yeah, that was just wonderful. I mean, we hear this piece a lot
Yes.
in the piano world and the classical music world, and it's always a very different performance depending on who's playing it, and I really enjoyed your rendition of it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't agree more that the playing an instrument is an athletic event. It's funny. I hear myself saying that a lot too. I mean, you know how to do it, but you still go to the trainer. You still do all the workouts. And you train for the big game, and you cross the finish line with pride. And I feel like that's what you did.
Absolutely. And it is an athletic endeavor, but at the same time it's art, so it makes it that much more sophisticated, and in the moment to keep control of this enormous technique at your very young age. And I'm so impressed with the elegance of your performance. It's just so impossibly acrobatic the piece is, especially for the hand which is not the size of Franz Liszt hand, and I'm sure yours is not. So that adds just that much more of acrobatics on the tightrope, and doing it with the smile and with the power of yours, and with the confidence, just words, praises and praises, and you're going in the right direction. Keep going the same direction. You're already so accomplished, and sky's your limit. Antian, do you have any questions?
No.
Just one thing. Good luck for next week, for the performance next week.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Antian, and thank you to everyone who helps musicians like her continue through all the challenges and struggles, the teachers, the support groups, the parents, the families, and the friends, and everyone who is encouraging people to work that hard and to develop their talent. Thank you, and we'll be inviting on stage the next pianist. This is again a piano dedicated group of musicians who are applying to perform at the Carnegie Hall Laureates Gala coming up in June and in the next 23-24 concert season. The next musician is from the United States, pianist Alexis Dice, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. If not, please correct me. Performing Chopin Impromptu in A-flat major, opus 29, and Copland, The Cat and the Mouse. The virtual stage is all yours. Take it away.
Bravo. It was really, really fine performance. I really enjoyed hearing you play, and just going between Chopin and Copland, just the different musical stylings that you presented. It was really, really, really nice to hear. And yeah, thank you for bringing that to our stage. Now from the judges, or from the judge.
Hello, Alexis. Nice to meet you. Thank you for playing for us. Wonderful performance, and it's great to hear such different styles. It's wonderful. So congratulations to you and to your teacher. Couple of comments. It's gonna. I mean, we can spend hours talking about either of those pieces. We can go measure by measure. We can spend much time, but I'm gonna be very quick, very short comments. Regarding the Chopin, to me, and again, to me, it lacks a bit of balance in the voicing. And so that's one thing. Second, the pedals. Be careful with the pedal. The pedals in Chopin have to be very precise, very strict as far as the changing. And the last thing is, try when you practice the Chopin in the future, this one or another one, try to use a bit of soft pedal as well to change the color. It helps. The pedals are there to enhance what we're playing. They're there to help us change the colors. So try and play a bit with that, with the soft pedal. As far as the Copland goes, well, it's a wonderful piece, and technically, it's a challenge. It's a challenge, but it's a challenge that you met head on, and it's wonderful. The one thing I would say globally is, as far as your posture goes, try and keep your shoulders a bit lower. You have tendency to raise your shoulders, which sometimes can make life much more difficult than what it should be. Technically, you'll find yourself to be much more relaxed, much more at ease if you just lower a bit your shoulders and don't move so much. But it's a great performance. I am absolutely looking forward to hearing you in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I must comment on the shoulder thing. Yeah, I noticed that a little bit too, and I'll tell you what. You can just be a member of the club here, because I have had so many shoulder issues growing up that were tough. It's really tough to correct that. And I'm thinking that I might just start a support group for pianists who have shoulder tension. And you can be a member. We can all lean on each other and help each other out with that. That would be great. Anyway, more seriously, I was just curious, how old are you?
11. I just turned 11 a few months ago.
11. Wow. I remember playing the Cat and Mouse. I think I may have been 16 or so, and you brought back fond memories of when I played it too. I was laughing a bit when you got to the part that's cross hands do. I was in a performance once. It was this big honors recital, and the bench broke. And I could still sit on it, but it kept going like this. Every time I crossed my hands, I would just rock back and forth, and brought back memories of that. But you played it beautifully. I really enjoyed how you captured the spirit of that, and between the Chopin and all that. And I also noticed you have a Petroff, so we have to be a club for that too, because I have a Petroff concert grand. And it's amazing. A lot of people don't know that the Petroff pianos are 9'4", where your standard Steinway grand is 8'9", and it's amazing what kind of dynamic range you get out of those extra 7 inches. And how fortunate that you have this beautiful piano to play on.
Thank you.
Did you
also,
have Oh, go ahead.
What?
Well, if you have any questions.
Okay, no, I don't have any questions, but I thank Dr. Kim, who has taught me and supported my piano education and journey.
Oh, it's really wonderful that you say that about your teacher. Yeah, you have a wonderful teacher, and the teachers do so much for their students. and they almost never get recognized. So it is really wonderful of you to say that and give Dr. Kim that recognition. Okay, well, we should move on. So we have one more pianist in this session. And Alexis, thank you. We have Erin Chen from the U.S., another pianist, our last pianist of this session. And she will be performing Chopin's Fantasy Impromptu in C sharp minor, Opus 66. Erin, the stage is yours. Bravo. Bravo. Yeah, that's a beast in itself. It's a beast and a half of a piece. 3 against 4, 2 against 3. And then just putting everything all together at once. It's a lot of finger work and a lot of hard work. Congrats to you for that. And now, from the judge.
Hello, Aaron. Nice to meet you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. Very well played. Thank you for joining us today and playing for us. Just a couple of quick comments. Obviously, it's a piece that we can spend hours talking about. We can definitely spend much time on every detail. But I'm just going to be very quick. Very general comments. In one general comment specifically is the phrasing. I can hear the I can hear the pulsation almost. I can see where you've been practicing with the metronome and all of that stuff, which is great. I'm one of those that believes in metronome work, very specific. But in this case, I think you would benefit from thinking bigger phrases. Not just 1, 2, 3, 4, but by 2, by whole measure, where would make it much more much more a big phrase than sectional, if that makes sense. Okay. The other thing I picked on is a bit your left hand. Your left hand, you need to spend. I would suggest you spend a bit more time on the left hand just by itself to be comfortable with all the movements. Because again, it's a beast. It's a beast of a piece, and it's tough when you have to move left and right, and so just a bit more time on the left hand alone. I would even suggest to try and potentially work on the left hand by memory, even blindfolded. We used to do that back in the day, where we would go in a room, turn off the lights, or just get blindfolded, and we would try and, just for the fun of it, just to play whatever we wanted to play, blindfolded, to be more comfortable without, having a bit of, the bit of the search and the scare of the dead light of the dear light, if you get what I'm saying. But it's a great performance. Lots of talent. How old are you?
I'm 17.
Yeah, the future is bright for you. And yeah, congratulations to you and to your teacher. Looking forward to hearing you in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah, just wonderful. Yeah, I can totally relate to what he's saying. I've played this piece myself, and I think I was about 16 or 17 when I played this. And yeah, I can luckily reach a 10th, but still just navigating that left hand was a big challenge for me. And you just really want to make sure that you grab that bottom note with the pedal a little bit more too. But it's a challenge, and just playing 3 against 4 is difficult. One of my friends taught me the mnemonic for 3 against 4 is please pass the creamy butter, please pass the creamy butter, please pass the creamy butter. But I don't know, I was singing that all while listening to you. But fun times, really. You put in a lot of work to this, and thank you for bringing it to our stage today.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for us?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
No, you're good. Okay, great. Well, thank you again, and hope to hear again from you soon. All right, and with that is the conclusion of our broadcast today. I'd like to just thank Auguste for
it's a pleasure.
All of his time and expertise. It's always wonderful to have you here with us, and even from across the globe. I forget, where are you in France?
I'm in France, yeah.
Yes.
And it's always a pleasure to collaborate with you as well. We believe we met for the first time last year or a year and a half ago for some Espressivo.
And
yeah, we're both judging, and it's wonderful to see you again as well and to collaborate again on this competition.
Likewise. Well, thank you. So don't go too far, everybody, because in 45 minutes we have another recital soloist piano session, and we'll all be back again to hear more great pianists. I'd like to just take a minute here to thank all of our sponsors and supporters here. We have iClassical Academy, the Adler Oaks Foundation, and History of Music, Sound Espressivo, Progressive Musicians, Virtual Concert Halls, and New Media Productions. And we have many supporters out there. We've been getting messages throughout the broadcasts, none on our platforms here, but I saw some messages from Steve Robinson saying bravo to the performers, and and he'll be interviewing all of the laureates that are chosen for the Gala. So I mean, it's great to have everybody in our corner. There he is. There's Steve, and he's just been wonderful, and we're very happy to have you on with us, Steve, if you're listening. Okay, so that big shout out to all of the private teachers. We mention it once in a while, but the private teachers don't get enough recognition for all they do. It's not just about having the students show up to your house and teaching the lesson and sending them away. It's a whole lifestyle that's we assimilate into, and there's much more dedication and time that goes in to helping students craft performances like the ones you're hearing today, more than just your standard 1 hour a week lesson. A lot of overtime, a lot of extra lessons, a lot of phone calls in the middle of the week, a lot of research for everything, and it really needs to go recognized. And the same goes for all the families too. Families sacrifice a lot of money for lessons, and they sacrifice a lot of times, cooking meals, taking kids to soccer practice, lessons, dancing, marching band, all of the above, and still making sure that they have a great instrument to practice on, and that they are practicing and doing their homework and all the things that they should be. And it's a tiring full-time job as a parental unit to just see that one person succeeds that way. And what you're seeing today and in all of our broadcasts is a huge amount of evidence that proves that. So thank you to everybody. And our crew behind the scenes here at Virtual Concert Halls. Anna Alspinskaya, she began the hosting, and then she had to go wear her other teacher hat today. And then Frane, Igor, Fader, Ante, Chris, Miro, Evgeny, all of you behind the scenes. We wouldn't be able to do these broadcasts without such a wonderful team behind the scenes, pushing buttons, tech checking, and advising and texting, and all the chaos that would go on behind the stage, behind the curtains. They're doing it, and they're doing it so well that nobody even notices it out front, which means that they're doing it perfectly. So thank you guys. And with that, tune in another 40 minutes. We'll have more pianists, and we'll see you then. Thank you, everybody.